you don't want money? And I was like, well, what am I gonna buy? Like, I already have shelter. I can already afford food. So like, I don't know, like some new Nikes, some Air. You think I'm gonna buy Air Jordans? The only thing I want to buy costs fucking a minimum of like $3,000 to do a Skype fast, a supervised 1 month long Skype fest. Ideally, I'd like to do it in Costa Rica. I got really mad at Lauren, the guy who does the Skype fasts, and because he said he'd only fast me for a month or 21 days minimum, where he offers 5-day fasts. But to me, he said, I'm kind of bragging here. I'm only going to do a 21-day fast with you. I think he knows that I would do a 5-day fast, and then I would continue on my own, which would be unsafe. I definitely thought, I told him he was controlling to say that. I think he's gang stalked as well. His brakes gave out when he was driving. PayPal withheld like I think $60,000 from him. They basically robbed him. They just indefinitely suspended his funds without any reason. His YouTube got hacked. So now if you search him on YouTube, you'll get 2 different channels. And his YouTube was awesome. He had like a lot of followers, a lot of views. Okay, I'm gonna go fast just for a minute. This is almost scary. This actually feels really fast. Oh my god. Oh, this is nice actually. I'm kind of shielded by the trees from the wind. And do you see my shoes? Can you see that? These shoes are made out of cloth. This woman stopped me once in the street. She pulled her car around, drove back to follow me. She said, "Can I buy you some shoes? Like, you get in the car. Get in the car, son. I'll take you to the store. We can buy you shoes." I was like, "Bitch, these are designer shoes." I was like, "These are my designer shoes." You can't even buy these at regular stores. And then I had a lot of fantasies about her abducting me and raping me. But she wasn't that hot, so I just kind of carried it over, if she only looked a little bit different, then that would actually be a really good fantasy. I could only imagine the depraved things she would make me do. What a sicko, huh? I kind of feel like that's how gang stalkers get off. Literally, they're projecting. They're literally just writing fan fiction about you to suit all their illicit desires. Like, I heard this joke, this nun and these 2 nuns are going for a walk to get some groceries, and they're on a dark, secluded path, and this guy jumps out and he rapes them. And then after they carry on their way to get some groceries, and when they get to the store, the one nun says, "What do you think Father is going to think when he hears that we got raped twice?" And the other nun says, "Twice? He only raped us once." And the first nun says, yeah, but the way we came was such a good scenic route. We really should go back that way too. Like, if that couple right there was Gangstalking couple, they'd be like, did you see? He probably had a boner halfway out. And then right as she says that, she activates her remote controlled vibrator, and then and she grabs his butt, and then he's like, yeah, he probably would have beat me up and raped you and made me watch. And then right away she activates her remote control vibrator, and she's like, oh my god, he's so sick, he's so evil, he would do it, wouldn't he? Oh my god, he would do it. And then she tells her friends, and they're like, oh, we got to go see this guy, this guy who's gonna try and rape us. Oh my god, we got to go see him. Like, I'm only joking, but I'm actually not joking at all. Like, I think that's literally what it is. What's going on here? This is bizarre. You know, a whole bunch of cars over here. I don't know what this guy's doing. It is a Saturday night. There's a family over there walking out of a parking lot. Oh man, isn't my e-bike so fucking cool? You have no idea what it's like to have this redeeming curve. The arc story, to feel the full arc of this e-bike. From going to a very subtle, quiet, disappointed regret to being totally satisfied. And then to be like, have a second battery too. Like, that's just fucking, had I done it myself, like, even in hindsight, because you know you can always do better in hindsight. Even in hindsight, if I had to re-spend the same money, I don't think I could really do better. If I had to, I would get a Life PO4 battery, which is not a lithium ion, it's like lithium iron sulfate, I think. It's not one that explodes. It's one that's double as heavy, but it has a longer shelf life. I think it's a bit cheaper too. I probably could have got a bigger battery. I would have had to do a lot of work with a bike shop too, and that could have been expensive. It would have came out to about the same price. It would have went faster too. But you know, I probably wouldn't have got the Dutch handlebars, because I was absolutely against the Dutch handlebars until I found this e-bike. And so I probably would have been, you know, never knowing what I was missing. And it really would have been just to go faster, which I don't really care, and just have a slightly bigger battery, which doesn't explode. And odds are this one won't explode too. You know, and a lot of the e-bike people, especially on Reddit, they say, actually, it will explode. You should be very scared. And, but I don't really like people on Reddit. I actually really don't. Like literally, here's my impression of me talking to someone on Reddit. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. That's how I feel, literally. But what was I talking about again? The Reddit people say this battery is going to explode, but probably it won't. Oh yeah, because, how do I know it won't? Well, because it was sold by Amazon. And I don't think Amazon would take the legal liability of not vetting who they buy batteries from. And I really like this company that sells this e-bike. My customer service representative is named Sally from China. She's very helpful. I asked her about cruise control. I should maybe like try and see if I can just turn it off. Just try and get the cruise control. It says it has cruise control, but it doesn't say how to activate it. Apparently that's common. People will say, I was just riding my e-bike. I had it for a year. And suddenly I was gearing down, which is, you gear down, you change the speed setting. Like I like speed setting 3. I don't know if you can see on the screen here, but I just changed it to level 5, level 4, level 3. I'll even go level 2. And I pushed the down button for just a second too long, and it activated cruise control. Didn't say anywhere in the manual that it has cruise control. And I do want to share another story, but it's kind of personal, kind of difficult. It's not about me, it's about someone else. And I don't really know how to say it. So I guess I'll kind of use metaphors here. Just because the person might be listening and they might cause trouble for me. So there's this person I know who saw some other people doing something that they disapproved of. So this person I know went up to those other people and they said, excuse me, but I don't appreciate that you're doing that. And the other people said, gave them a piece of their mind and said, well, blah, 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 and who are you, and blah, blah, blah. And then this person had some issues about it. They're like, oh, I'm shooken up. After I confronted these people, I'm just shooken up